let's get right to this, Amy. Why are you the person to take Mitch McConnell out and represent the state of Kentucky? Why are you the best person?
Well, I'm a patriot who loves my country, and my whole life has been about public service. And I think now more than ever, we need people to go into public service who are doing it for the right reasons, who are not going to be just representing special interests, the wealthiest 1%, and going in it for their own political power, and that is Mitch McConnell. I mean, when you think of everything that is wrong with Washington, and everything that is wrong with our system. And so many people are tired. They are tired of a dysfunctional system that is not working. So many people in Kentucky are hurting and they want change. And, you know, we just need people from all walks of life to change our democracy and to make sure that we get guys like Senate Majority Leader out, because the system is not working. And he literally is the swamp. He built it. And look where it's gotten us right now. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest reasons we got to get rid of him.
Amy, nobody wants Mitch McConnell out of office more than me, I don't think. But nobody's been able to unseat him for the last 35 years. The guy is a dinosaur. What's the secret to his tenacity? What is that? What is it that he has? His approval numbers are always terrible. They're worse than Donald Trump's. So why does he keep winning is what I'd like to know.
Well, he has tremendous support from special interest groups. They basically own him, and he's always been able to use very partisan attacks. He's always been able to raise a ton of money, and he has no problems, you know, going very, very low in his campaigns. And, you know, but I do believe my fellow Kentuckians are ready for change. I mean, they are tired. That's why his approval rating is so low. We have a lot of problems in Kentucky. We have the highest cancer rates in the country, some of the highest rates of diabetes, some of the lowest wages in the country. With coronavirus, it's just, you know, it's devastating, not only for the country, but here in Kentucky, over 40% of Kentuckians have somehow in the last few months filed for unemployment here. We are being hit hard, and people are saying, hey, look around. Things are not getting any better. This man has been in office for 35 years. Think about that, 35 years. You know, nobody should be in office that long. And I just believe that people want change. And that's not a red or a blue thing to say. It's that a lot of people recognize that things are not getting done. We're not moving in the right direction. And we have to tackle things like healthcare, and we have to tackle things like good paying jobs, and we have to tackle things like racial equality. And these are all the things that I want to work on.
Lieutenant Colonel, you're trying to unseat perhaps the master campaigner in a deep red state that loves Trump and hasn't sent a Democrat to the Senate since 1992. And you didn't win your primary in a landslide. It was actually far from it. It was an incredibly tight race between you and progressive Charles Booker, who'd been endorsed by Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, and AOC. Does that give you pause? And if he is such a horrible swamp creature, shouldn't this campaign be easier for you right now?
You know what? My message has always been about we have got to elect leaders that put our country above their political party. We have got to elect leaders that put our country, and in my case, Kentucky, above the partisanship and get things done. You know, and that I think is a message that really resonates here. That's what I'm all about. You know, I served in the Marine Corps. I was an independent for many years. I don't look at everything through a political lens. I look at things through the lens of being a wife and a mom and a United States Marine. My husband's a lifelong Republican. I'm a Democrat. That's America. And we have got to get back to this. We have got to get back to this idea that we can elect leaders who come together and want to get things done, but also stand up for what's right. And that's why I always say, you know, I'll stand up to any president, whether or he or she someday wears a red jersey or a blue jersey, to do what's right for Kentucky, or when it comes to the Constitution of the United States. And I'll work with anybody to do what's right and to move us forward. And I do believe that people really want that right now. And that, by the way, is the opposite of Mitch McConnell. If you think about what Mitch McConnell really stands for, it is all about his party. It is all about his power. The principles are gone. He'll change the principles when it suits him. That's not what I'm about. And I think people need that right now. We need that leadership in this country.